What is that thing?
Straight up mohawk.
He has a mohawk. One of my favorite parts. Hey guys, what's up? It's Pascale and Mo with Art of Adventure. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing something a little different. Going into a spring, which I know you've seen, but we're going into this bad boy. Devil's Den, y'all. Here we go. Devil's Den Prehistoric Spring is unlike any other spring experience in the state of Florida. At Art of Adventure, we want to make sure your adventure is epic. So before you make the drive to Williston, before you walk through the front gates, before you check in at the front desk, you must go online and make an appointment. You do not want to run the risk of showing up and getting turned away because the spring is at capacity. You will want to plan this trip early. During the summer months, appointments book weeks in advance. Okay, now that that's out of the way, follow me and Mo down the steep steps, one of my favorite parts, and into the cavern known as Devil's Den Prehistoric Spring. The water is crystal clear blue. The opening at the top of the cave is called a karst. These karst windows open up when there's a collapse in the limestone, creating a direct portal to the aquifer. This is one of the things that makes Devil's Den so unique. According to local folklore, this spring was named Devil's Den because on cold mornings the steam could be seen rising up through the karst window. It looked like smoke coming from deep underneath the ground. Personally, I think this place looks more like heaven than hell. The karst window creates a beautiful skylight. The sun's rays dance through the water. There's a twinkle that penetrates straight through to the rocky bottom. It's magical. And for me and Mo, it's a playground. Water just makes me feel some sort of way. Devil's Den stays a pretty consistent 72 degrees year-round. It always feels a tad colder than the other springs I visit. The limestone ceiling blocks out most of the sun. You can see me and Mo swimming in thin neoprene pants. While most people who visit the spring for snorkeling won't need additional protection, we tend to stay in the water longer, working to get all the shots we need for the videos. These pants are not expensive. I'll drop a link to these and all the equipment we use in the description below. Devil's Den is for snorkelers and scuba divers only. You can't just jump in and go for a swim. I suggest you bring your own mask, fins, and snorkel, but if you need to rent them, you can do that here on site. Now, I found this out the hard way. They will not let you use the longer free dive fins in the cavern. The area is environmentally sensitive. They don't want you kicking up sediment or knocking limestone off the cavern walls with those long fins. You're not allowed to touch or play on the rocks. There are cameras inside and they are monitored. If they see you disrespecting the environment, you will get kicked out. The snorkeling area is not huge. The pool is about 120 feet across and 54 feet deep. The farther you swim from the karst window, the darker it gets inside. It seems most snorkelers stay in the den about an hour and a half. Devil's Den also made our list of top 5 most unique swim holes in the state of Florida. I'll drop a link to that video right here so you can also check out the other 4 on the list. You won't want to miss them. Inside Devil's Den, just do yourself a favor. Put down the camera for a moment and take it all in. The sun rays, the grassy skylight, the clear blue water, the limestone formations across the wall and ceiling. This is like a peek deep under the earth at Florida's aquifer. Usually only scuba divers get to experience something like this. Here are a few pro tips to help make your adventure successful. I can't mention it enough. Make your reservations online. Check for availability early. It costs $15 per snorkeler on weekdays and $22 on weekends. They do have a military discount, so make sure you mention it when you check in. Children under 6 are not allowed inside the den. I've seen families turned away and they do not look happy. There are no lifeguards. It may seem like common sense, but please wait till you get to the bottom of this staircase to put your fins on. I see people struggling with this every single time I visit. Outside of the spring, there's more to explore on the property. There are covered picnic tables and pavilions. I suggest packing a lunch. There's not a lot of snacks to choose from at the store on site. There's a pond with ducks and fish you can feed. There are also cabins and an RV camping site with a swimming pool. They do scuba diving lessons at Devil's Den, and if you already scuba dive and want to make a weekend out of it, Blue Grotto is just a few miles away. It's for scuba divers only. I recently took a cavern course there and highly recommend this spring for scuba divers. If you do check it out, make sure you say hi to Virgil, the softshell turtle, who's a resident at Blue Grotto.
Wow. What do you think of Devil's Den?
This is, it's been a couple times since I've been here. And every time that I get here, I always wonder how it could be more impressive. It's so beautiful. Like, you can't understand when you're down there looking up, it looks fake.
It does. And it doesn't feel like Florida. There's nothing like Devil's Den prehistoric spring
So cool.
in the state of Florida with the karst window up top. Blue water. You don't have to worry about, if a river's too high and you get a brownout or anything like that. Like, Devil's Den is always crystal clear. It's highly protected, so, short fins.
You better call early, call ahead.
Call ahead, yes. Do your registration online.
It's a popular place.
Or they won't let you in. But I kind of like that they cap it now.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's probably never more than maybe 12 people in there at a time, which I think is a good thing for us, your time, the spring. If you're interested in any of the equipment that we use to both shoot these videos, underwater videos, any of the equipment that we wear when we snorkel, I'm going to put links to all of that stuff in the description.
All of our gear.
All of our gear, so make sure you check it out. And when you buy that way, it also helps keep us on the road, so we appreciate all the support to stay on the road. If you like this video and you found it helpful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Mo says there's nothing to think about.
Nothing to think about. Just do it.
Hit that subscribe button. And hey, all these experiences make up the art of adventure. Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.